Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth, and I'm here at the gallery to do reading for Aquarius season. I'll read your message from Source for all three decans. I'll ask, what do I need to explore about myself to deepen my creative experience this year? I'm going to use the archetype cards and my Cards of Truth, Spirit, and Nature deck. Then I'm going to follow up with the Lenormand and a Wishcraft card to gift you the opportunity for abundance. So get a wish ready for that. Okay, so Aquarius season. Yeah, so we're all now in it, and we are experiencing that 11th house that Aquarius rules. So that's the house of friendships, hopes, and wishes. Now, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn traditionally. Then later on, it got switched to Uranus, which is the creative planet. So two completely different planets that are related to the sign of Aquarius. So Saturn is that learning life lessons, and as I said, Uranus is all about not having any reins at all. It is very wild and out of the box kind of thinking. So with those in mind, and also in mind that Aquarius is a fixed sign and an air sign, that you also have that characteristics of seeing the bigger picture and doing that through that fixed energy. So you do all of your due diligence, you come up with an idea, and you're pretty certain from then on out that that's the way it's going to be. So with those visionary ideas, you are able to bring a very grounded, authentic delivery to whatever it is that you end up with. And it's always for the greater good. You really see the big picture. That is a attribute of the Aquarius sign. You are the water bearer and for the constellations, and you are the star card in the major arcana, which again just kind of lends that same attributes and characteristics to the sign. It is very intuitive, and that Saturn brings the transformation through elimination, if you will. So those hard life lessons, you learn them very well, very deep. And in that, you transform from a lower vibration, you get an upgrade into a higher vibration. So it's a very authentic, giving nature. Really quite lovely. On the shadow attributes, it is a possible loss of faith or confidence in your intuitive abilities, kind of feeling like a disconnect, and really feeling overwhelmed by challenges. Those are the low vibrations, and we all have those days. So remember that Saturn gives you that opportunity for that transformation when you are in this lower vibration. It's bringing you a gift. If you can look at it that way and really kind of dig into it or pull the string on why you're feeling that way, you will get an abundance of knowledge about yourself. It'll make you feel much better in the long run, and therefore getting that upgrade. All right, so if you were born in the first decan, which is from January 20th through the 29th, you are double down on your Saturn and your Uranus. So you are through and through Aquarius. So in these first 10 days, you are more of having the characteristics of that, having that greater thirst for the deeper, more meaningful knowledge. You're willing to take on those Saturn complications to really dig into, but you love it because those are where you get your lofty ideas, and you love to take them as far as possible. So let's take a look for the first decan here and see what you get for the archetype. A bit of a gambler. All right, so for some of you out there, you are willing to follow through on your intuition, which we know runs high with you Aquariuses. And even when others are slightly doubting you, the shadow attributes here are relying on luck rather than hard work, which is really not what you think of when you think of that first decan of Aquarius. You really are quite the gambler, but that's that Uranus coming in, and you're willing to take those chances because you know it's an upgrade. So keeping that intuition high, you really like to roll the dice on what you come up with or what comes to you during the day. Now we've got the Two of Clubs here for the cards of truth. The Spirit and Nature deck is all about making connections with the Two of Clubs. You've got questions, you want answers, you're willing to get in there, roll up your sleeves, and really dig into whatever you find. The universe is very good about bringing you those messages. You love to seize the day. It's moon energy. So you're going to be in touch with your intuition. It's Emperor energy as well. So you've got that grounded stability of the Emperor, really bringing that gravity to what you find. And you get it through all kinds of sources. It can come through in a written form, or through a song, or a poem, or just being out in nature. Whatever it is, it really gives you more questions than answers at first, but then you really get into it. The problem with not problem, but the challenge, I should say, with the Two of Clubs is that you can have those delusions of grandeur or delusional thoughts. So keep into that grounded state. And whenever you're feeling like you're kind of throwing caution to the wind, that is definitely a red flag to sort of settle and really get into looking at something from a different point of view. So, okay, let's look and see what you got for the Lenormand card. Very interesting. You got the Fox. I'm going to get into the Fox first. Well, I think I'll read this one for you first because it is interesting, as it is about friends as well. The Fox is about friends too. So it is the friendship bracelet. I am a good friend to myself and others. But the Fox is warning you of a sly friend who may try to deceive you. And it may be through deception, right? Because you might be oversharing your thoughts before you have completely come to some real definition of what it is that you want to share. So if you haven't come to a full conclusion, don't overshare, because that's where you're going to fall into trouble with whatever frenemies that you may have out there. You might be so in the throes of really looking at everything that's coming up for you, that you are really excited to share. But hold your cards close and don't share too often or too quickly. Make sure you are fully well-rounded answers before you do that and ready to fly with them yourself. And that way your creativity and everything else stays really safe. All right, so if you were born during the second decan, that would be the 10 days from January 30th through February 9th. So this period of time is subgoverned by Gemini and Mercury. So this brings a touch of quiet, grounded, dogged intensity to your communication style, because Mercury is communication and Gemini is the twins. So that's being able to see things from two different points of view. So if we are asking, and we are, how am I to deepen my creative experience this year, knowing that we have this Gemini and Mercury to bring through, then you're going to be looking at it from even more different points of view. So even more diplomatic was what I wanted to say. So let's see what you've got here. You got the Warrior with the archetype cards. This is strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Oh my goodness, that is a mouthful. Wow. And the shadow attributes: trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So you really have to keep your wits about you with this one. Going into life as a warrior this year to deepen your creativity. This is knowledge for you to really pull the string on and see where it leads you. So the Warrior card is really all about having that super groundedness, which is a little hard for an air sign to do. They tend to be very lofty in ideas and not as grounded as you might like. Let's see what you got for Cards of Truth card. We have the Five of Hearts. So this is a card that's highly creative, emotionally connected, and willing to figure out what you need through trial and error. The fives are fast-paced energy. It's water energy. So that will help you flow in your creativity a little more. And you'll really be able to sort through what doesn't work, glean the nuggets from that, and till you figure out what does work. So you have all of these great ideas that don't fully come to fruition, but there's always something within it that you can grab and put to good use. Very interesting cards here for self-knowledge, because you've got all of this get up and go here with the discipline and the strength and the skills of a warrior, hero even, stoic, doing anything to really conquer that ego. Now remember, those are those hard life lessons that Saturn brings. So you're dealing with Saturn and with Mercury. So it's all about communications here. So it should be a very good year for you to be writing down your thoughts. And so I would highly encourage you to keep a journal. Do your dreams. You're incredibly intuitive. It will come through that way for you. So yeah, the fives are Jupiter and energy here. Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, so you want to be looking at where those planets reside and signs in your astrological chart. Always look to the ruler, and that can really add a lot of information to what you're seeing and feeling. So let's see what you got for the Lenormand cards. You've got the Fish, which is an interesting one, because I always think that this goes for, when it's in the upright position like this, it is lots of fish in the sea. So you're going to have an abundance of what you want most, right, with the ideas and where to take things. So that journal is really going to come in handy for you. It says, happy sleep pillow. I sleep well and have good dreams. Yeah, definitely journaling. You'll be able to write all that down, and as the days and weeks and months go on, you will have a journal full of really amazing ideas that you can go back to and perhaps combine and really get something incredibly creative done. And you're going to go at this like a warrior. I love it. Okay, so if you were born in the third decan, you are running from February 10th to February 18. So this decan is sub-governed by Libra and Venus. So if you were born within these 10 days, you are a bit of a rebel. A rebel that has a relaxed and curious nature. Now this invites an out-of-the-box thinking from everyone you meet. So that's the kind of energy people bump up against when they bump into you. You just give them that okay to be who they are, and you are so easy to have a conversation with. You're so relaxed and curious that you are more interested in them than you are about talking about yourself. So you're still a fixed sign, you're still an air sign. So Libra is that justice card, which brings in the connotation of just balancing what you have within yourself and what you run into in any given time. So the Venus aspect of this is that you like to have those creature comforts. You know when the right thing comes along. So let's see what you got with the archetype cards. You got the Alchemist. Interesting. So this is just about being able to put those two things together, right? Exactly what I was just saying. So the Alchemist card here is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So you're taking all that comes to you throughout the day, your curiosity and your openness and just that availability that other people feel from you, and whatever you're gleaming from those encounters, whether that be you just bumping up against something that you read or hear, or it's another person, it is you being able to make something beautiful out of it. You're relaxed about it. You're willing to let go and let source guide you. Your intuition is high, and it really just flows. Beautiful. Cards of Truth, you got the Four of Diamonds. So this is the card of enough. The diamonds are all about your skills and talents and having enough of that to really see you through whatever it is that you need seeing through. The fours are really quite nicely grounding and stable. So this is Mercury energy and High Priestess energy. So it is having what you need, that fertility to nurture or nature, whatever it is that you are working on. Lovely energy to be delving into to understand yourself at a deeper level. So that is all good for you. Highly intuitive too, I might add. And there's a certain amount of security with this card, financial and otherwise. So that's nice to know and to hear. The shadow attributes are feeling a little unsatisfied with the status quo. So don't go there if you can help it. You might have those days when you're looking for that next paycheck, or maybe the upgrade in the skills and talents, and it's just not coming through for you like you think they do or want them to. and or what they usually do, and then those are the red flags that you want to look at when you encounter something like that, and just really pull the string on it. That's where the juicy goodness is. And remember that this is the reading that you're getting for your decan and your year. So you're going to be able to make beautiful magic here with the alchemist, really being able to put all of the ingredients together for what it is that you need. It's going to be enough. It might not be a super abundance, but it will be enough. So let's see what Source is giving you here. You got the flowers, which just brings a beautiful connotation of having that come into fruition. It just leads a really, let me read this for you here. The outlook for you is encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasure come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. Very, very nice. Yeah, looks like you've got Easy Street here for a little while. Windy Kite Magic. My wishes matter. Yeah, so run with your wishes and let the air that you are, yes, take you where you need to go. Well, there you go, Aquarius. Whether you have something in the sign of Aquarius in one of these decans, you can address it with that, or if it's your rising sign or your sun sign. I want to wish you the best of luck this year, and thank you for watching. And as always, happy creating.